say, as the world becomes increasingly interconnected, so do the rest we face. The COVID-19 pandemic has not stopped at national borders. It has affected people regardless of nationality, level of education, income, or gender. But the same has not been true for its consequences, which have hit most vulnerable hardest. Education is no exemption. The lockdowns in response to COVID-19 has interrupted conventional schooling with nationwide school closures, while the educational community have made concerted efforts to maintain learning continuity during this period. Children and students have had to rely more on their resources to continue learning remotely through the internet, television, or radio. Teachers also had to adopt the new pedagogical concepts and modes of delivery of teaching for which they may not have been trained. To remain relevant, schools will need to reinvent their learning environment so that digitalization expands and complements students, teacher, and other relationships. There are many external factors affecting schools during the pandemic. First, let us hear from Sir Dennis Asiron as well on how to reopen schools during pandemic.
Good day each and everyone. The Department of Education is working hard to implement the programs and projects even in this time of pandemic. These problems are not only the problem of the Department of Education, but it is our universal problem. The investment in knowledge pays the best interest. In this moment, we in Bulwa Central School address problem and distribution of modules, also involve the protocol that mandated by the IATF. In this time, the pandemic, we need to be innovative. We need to be resourceful in dealing with our clientele in the department. To end up, our success is only limited by our own imagination and our hard work. Please see the video and God bless everyone.
May adlaw mga ginikanan, mao kini ang mga pamaagi sa pagkuha o pag-uli sa mga modules. Akong ipakita kaninyo kung unsaon kini. Ali, tala na. Una, ang pag-obserba sa social distancing. Ang ikaduha, ang pagtunod sa hutba. Ang ikatulo, ang pagkuha sa temperatura o pag-sanitize sa atong mga kamot.
Body temperature is normal. Body temperature is normal.
Ang ikaupat, mao ang pag-uli sa modules. Kung ayaw, kalimot pagperma. Kung ang ikalima, mao ang pagkuha sa mga modules. Kung ayaw, kalimot pagperma o pag-check sa inyong mga modules kung kompleto ba. Good morning, ma'am.
external factor that affected schools during the pandemic was the different learning modality introduced by the Department of Education. In particular, learners in the most marginalized groups who don't have access to digital learning resources or lack of resilience and engagement to learn on their own are risk in falling behind. The COVID-19 pandemic has also had a sudden impact on education. Although DepEd was quick to replace face-to-face lectures with different learning modality measures to continue students' learning during school closure. DepEd used a variety of resources to support students' learning while they were unable to come to school, including instructional packages like textbooks, worksheets, and printouts, radio education, educational television, and online instructional resources. Online learning tools range from educational content learning, which students could explore at their own discretion, and formalized learning programs conducted at their own pace, to real-time lessons led by their teachers using virtual platforms.
We have come to a school year where everything is new. New challenges, new plans, new perspectives. The new normal gives a different light to the education system and is the central school courageously faced and conquered the endeavor. With the hurdles brought by the pandemic, ECCS thrived and worked hard to push through the possibility of continuous learning through modular distance learning. Together with the 116 teaching, non-teaching staff and administrators, ECCS worked hand in hand to ensure the success of the learning delivery modality. The school has always been eager in promoting quality education and producing globally competitive graduates throughout the years. For the past 5 years of the school has excellently performed as it is projected to the school's performance indicators. Parent-teacher conferences were done through face-to-face, online, video conference, capacity enhancement to the learning partners, and constant follow-up were done by class advisors, and collaborative effort of the barangay officials and external stakeholders. Constant follow-up were done by class advisors. The struggling learners were given extension to comply their modules with teachers' intervention using individual learning monitoring plan. Despite the immense effect of the pandemic, the Central School continues to perform excellently as teachers and students brought honor and pride to the school with their innovations and interventions, participating and winning from local to national competitions were some of the achievements of this school year. Innovative and intervention programs like Bala sa Pan and Project Tara Na Magbasa Ta, Grab Project as a reading intervention programs for lower grades, Pandemic Exchange to address the learners at risk of dropping out or LARDO, Chada Lapasan as tool for contextualization of instructional materials and lessons. Special education distance learning kits were distributed to bridge the gap of the instructional materials and worksheets needed for our special learners. Radio-based instructions were made by selected teachers to reach out more learners who have no access to other modality.
Lastly, Ma'am Fe Morales will share to us teachers' preparedness to support digital learning.
Teachers' preparedness to support digital learning. During the pandemic, remote learning became a lifeline for education, but the opportunities that digital technologies offer go well beyond a stopgap solution during a crisis. Digital technology offers entirely new answers to the questions of what people learn, how they learn, when and where they learn. Technology can enable teachers and students to access specialized materials well beyond textbooks, in multiple formats, and in ways that can bridge time and space. Working alongside teachers, intelligent digital learning systems don't just teach students science, but can simultaneously observe how they study, the kind of tasks and thinking that interest them, and the kind of problems that they find boring or difficult. The systems can then adapt the learning experience to suit students' personal learning styles with great granularity and precision. The teachers need to renew their skills regularly in order to be able to innovate their practice and adapt to the rapid transformations inherent in the 21st century. This is even more important in the current context where the COVID-19 health crisis has pushed teachers to adapt very quickly. While most teachers participate in professional development, the programs they enroll in are not always the ones they find the most valuable. According to teachers, the professional development programs that have the most impact are those that based on strong subject and curriculum incorporation of active learning. However, teachers are more likely to participate in courses or webinars that more collaborative forms of professional development.
That was the collaborative efforts of Group 2. In behalf of Sir Dennis Azron and Ma'am Fe Morales, I am Ma'am Irene P. Garcia would like to say thank you for watching. God bless us all and keep safe everyone. Bye!